I first arrived and began my journey within Japan February 14th, 2007.
Big red dot.
The dark
Side.
Welcome everyone, I am Unrested with the questions you requested. This is the Big Red Dot, where we cover the best of the bestest from the east to the westest in that particular order. Yes, the show is back. It went away for a while because I thought people were unsubbing. It turns out it was a YouTube glitch where every single day of the week while I was uploading this show, I would lose 20 to 200 subs thinking people were irate with the show, but at the same time I had viewers and subscribers writing to me that they liked it. Once I finally figured out that it was neither you nor me with any kind of problem but YouTube, I brought it back. I've changed it just slightly, guys. There's no more YouTube news. Mostly just going to cover east to west, Japanese news mostly though. Let's jump right into it. First off, in national news, we've got Trump and his daughter meeting with Shinzo Abe. Yes, I'm going to look at notes while I read you this. Press described the meeting as candid and having a warm atmosphere. Trump stated he was confident with the U.S. relations with the Prime Minister, as I might have expected would have happened. And listen to this. This was my exact prediction as to what would happen with the bases in Japan that Trump talked about during his campaign. Shinzo Abe reported that Japan and America's bilateral security ties will remain almost entirely the same, and there will not be any immediate changes to any of Japan's bases or the U.S. bases in any way as far as funding provided by both countries. So there you go. There you have it. Exactly what I said. Nothing's going to change with the bases. America's not going to pull their bases out and Japan try to replace them. Japan's not going to try and take over their bases and put their own military in there. It's going to stay just the way it is. It makes a ton of jobs in Japan. It's good for both parties because it helps America keep an eye on North Korea, really. I mean, that's mostly why they're there. To help protect Japan, who's only allowed to have a self-defense force. Yes, I know a lot of you argue that they have an actual military. Yes and no. You're right and you're also wrong. Let's move on to crime. We've got a bit of a sad crime story here. A 23-year-old man kills his 93-year-old great-grandmother. Last Wednesday in Hokkaido, police report a Ko Igarashi, that's the man's name, an unemployed 23-year-old, has admitted to stabbing and murdering his 93-year-old great-grandmother, who was found dead in her bed from stab wounds to the neck. In October, police report the assailant's motive appears to have been stealing money from his great-grandmother's purse due to his lack of funds for being unemployed. Like, come on, man. Not only is this guy total scum, but I mean, let's break down just how much of a wimp this guy is. Number one, he attacks somebody laying in their bed while they're asleep. That person happens to be a 93-year-old woman who is also his great-grandmother. How much of a piece of scum do you need to be this guy right now? The only thing I can ask that they do in jail is beat him down until he's as decrepit as a 93-year-old woman and then stab him too. No, I'm not for the death penalty. I'm just for equal justice, that's all. Okay, guys, entertainment. We're going to end with entertainment last. And the biggest news in entertainment, you may have already heard, the first trailer for the live-action version of Full Metal Alchemist has been released. So let's watch it together and get a reaction. I haven't even seen this thing yet. Before I get started, I just realized here, I looked at it here on YouTube, and it is a Full Metal Alchemist live action official teaser trailer, which they did not mention in the paper. They listed it as a trailer. So I blame you, Japan Times. Anyway, let's watch. Let's see what we got here. But I need a headphone in. I need some headphones. Okay, I know just as much as I did before. Well, okay, let me just say I've learned my lesson from the last trailer reaction that I did with Ghost in the Shell. People said, Scott, please wait to talk until the trailer is over. I did that. Yeah, I can't say... Okay, let me say this. I don't really have a lot of faith in live action remakes of anime and manga these days. I don't know how many of you have seen Attack on Titan, the live action film, part 1 and 2. It's real bad. It is not good. I don't know if you've seen Gantz. It's really not good. It is not good. All right? So my faith right now is broken in the whole Japan makes a live action movie of its most popular manga and anime. I'm always hoping and cheering Japan on to surprise me and make something amazing. But let's just say I wouldn't bet a large amount of money on it that this was going to be a great movie. From what I see right now, all right, it looks very similar to the anime that I would watch back on Cartoon Network back when I lived in America ages ago. So that's good, but that means nothing as far as the story is concerned. And I think that's where a lot of things fail. And it always seems like, and correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments below, it always seems like a lot of these movies start out strong, like whoever the director was really excited about getting this and making this into a passion project. And then either they ran out of a budget, or they ran out of passion, or they ran out of energy. And by the end of it, you just get this watered down mess of a movie. Anyway, guys, I'd like to know what you think. Please let me know in the comments below. Let's move on to the very last part here. All right, last little bit of news. Yesterday, I went to the YouTube Creators Day event. That is a small event to help out brand new YouTubers, anywhere from 1,000 subs on up to 100,000 subs. It helps a lot of the newer YouTubers do some of the most basic aspects as far as spreading the word on different websites using Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr to spread your YouTube site. Also doing streaming, which a lot of people haven't gotten into quite yet, with Wirecast Go and OBS, which I myself have finally learned how to use, thank goodness. So it was very informative as far as that's concerned. On top of that, I met a lot of people that I could collab with. I also went there to address the uploading glitch, which if you don't know is the glitch we're currently dealing with, where every time we upload a new video here, we've been losing subs anywhere from 20 to 200. Hopefully it's fixed by the time I upload this one, but if it's not, you'll see a dump of subs off my channel, and that is because the uploading glitch is still there. And on top of that, I have some good news that may make you happy, may make you angry. I guess it's not good news then if it does. I am the Gaijin ambassador for Osaka YouTube now. That's not a paid position or anything like that. It's a pretty unofficial position really, but it makes it so that when I do make an event, number one, in Osaka, like I've done for the last 3 years for the Hanami or Cherry Blossom Festival, I can now officially call it a YouTube event. And anyone who comes to that event who has 1,000 or more subscribers for their channel can follow us to the after party and actually have all their drinks and food and everything paid for however long YouTube allows us to, I guess, rent out or use the space that we choose. We actually get to choose it, which is, I think that's super nice of YouTube to let us choose where we want to go. I showed them that we've been going to Tins Hall, which is a very nice bar down in Tennoji, for 2 years now. We've had the party for 3 years, but last year we actually went to a different place. We're going to take it back to Tins Hall. We're going to rent that place out and get ourselves some free drinks and free food this year at the Hanami party. On top of that, I met up with the 2 Japanese ambassadors who are Sozimax. You should check out his channel. He does a lot of horror movies, and he used to manage a girl band in Japan, as well as a exercise channel known as Muscle Watching. I had never watched this guy before. He is a workout enthusiast here in Japan. Very interesting channels, very charismatic people. They'll be handling the Japanese side of inviting people to these parties. And the great thing is that means the Japanese side of our Hanami party is going to increase like tenfold. Anyway, guys, that is the Big Red Dot. I hope you enjoyed what you saw here today. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Unrested with the questions you requested. This is Big Red Dot. Have a good one.
I am unrested.